Hi, this is our friend Scrappy Mania, and today I'm doing a challenge, and actually is by the Glitter Girl from Two Peas in a Bucket. And she challenged for this week. Her challenge for this week was to scrap a 70s and 80s page. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I started. So this is my layout that you see right here. So it's gonna have two photos, an embellishment, and kind of some kind of title here and photos. So that's my inspiration. And actually, by the way, this website is called Page Maps Sketch by Becky Fleck and Fleck. So if you go and Google Page Maps, you will see her blog. And every month she has a set of pages. So let me go and show you. So every month she has a bunch of sketches, and they're free. And then you can get inspired by one of these sketches and then try to make a layout using one of those sketches. And the sketch that I'm going to use is this one. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to put my camera away, and then this is the layout that I already prepared. This is, and I'm also challenging myself in using some of my products. A lot of the stuff that I have a lot of stuff in my scrapbooking room that I don't really use that much, and this was one of them. This is actually from Basic Gray, and it's a magnetic cutting mat. I do not like to use it to cut because I don't want it to destroy it, but I'm going to start using it in order to lay out my layouts, and that way I can see if I like it or not. So I already laid out my page. I'm using these papers are from let's see, K&Company, I believe. Let me go and get the paper pad real quick. Is Life's Journey by K&Company, and this is a very, very old pack. I think it's like 3 or 4 years old. So that's another thing. I'm starting to challenge myself to use the stuff that I have instead of going out and buying new stuff. So I decided that for the 70 to 80 page, I should use some of my old stuff in order to create this layout. So this is a page from K&Company. This is a regular brown cardstock. This flower is also old. And then these brads, you see that brad right there? These brads I bought a long time ago in QVC, and I hardly use it. It usually has a lot of faces, and also has some sayings. So in this one it says wow, wow, and there's a face of a happy face there. And then I'm going to use this saying, is also very old, from HSN, or actually from QVC when they were doing they were selling scrapbook products. I got this one like 4 or 5 years also. This is an element that I did my own interpretation of washi paper. I created it myself with tissue paper and double adhesive and my stamp. So I'm going to use that. And I'm also going to use some ink. I'm going to use some of my old adhesive. I'm going to use some of my old distressing tool in order to distress the edges. And I think that's it. So let me go ahead and get started. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glimmer mist my ribbon here. I don't like this white color, so I'm going to put it on my box here. Okay. And let me go ahead, and I'm going to use some of my homemade black. It's going to be gray, but this is kind of like my homemade glimmer mist. And it's going to come out like gray. Okay. And now I'm going to take my heat tool and I'm going to heat it up. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. And let's go back to my layout. I'm going to let that set aside, and now I'm going to start taking off my elements. Okay, here what I'm doing is I'm distressing the edges and applying some of distressing ink on the side, and I'm distressing the edges of my base cardstock. The machine that I'm using is a sewing machine that you can purchase at Walmart, and it's excellent for layouts because that way you don't have to bring out your big sewing machine. It works perfect for sewing small scrap items. And then I'm laying my photos and my ribbon with some adhesive. And now I'm placing my pictures and my other elements on my page. Um, and I'm completing my layout. Okay, I'm done with my layout. Um, the reason why you probably was kind of thinking, why am I using this? Because a lot of times as I scrap, my hands get dirty and with ink and glue. And sometimes I transfer that to my photos when I try to lay it down flat. So this I got, oh, I forgot to do one more thing. I'm sorry. Hold on. I put glue on this piece. Well, anyhow, what I was trying to tell you is I got that at the dollar store, and it's mainly for makeup. To it's kind of like a makeup sponge, or for powder and stuff. So it's perfect to kind of smooth out your pictures, and also it's perfect for, like, if you have finger smudges on your pictures, this will clean it up. And it prevents you from dirtying your pictures with your hands. So I like to use that. Um, to smooth it out. And then so now it's complete, and I got my little butterfly there, and it looks good. I really like how the ribbon came out with my homemade glimmer mist. And if you want to know, that recipe is actually, I got it from YouTube, and her name is Julie Walter 74, and she's the one who taught how to go to the dollar store and you buy their makeup, their shadow. And there's the one that says mica. It's kind of like it's a small little thing for $1, and the colors are black, white, cream, and some browns. And then she uses alcohol and mixes it up in these bottles. And that's what I used, and I really like the black eyeshadow. It really makes it like a gray, smoky color. I like that. So I think it came out pretty good. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and come back to see me for some more. And